Want to welcome everyone to our channel and say, actually it's good morning in Merida. 9:36 in the morning. It's a Tuesday, and Wyatt and I are taking a walk through our neighborhood, heading to a local pharmacy to see if they have a medication that he needs. One thing we would recommend to anyone who's considering coming down here, moving down here, make sure that you do the research on all the medications that you need or a family member needs, because it may be very different or it may not be available down here. But that's a video for another day. In the meantime, I want to show you what our neighborhood looks like and what the walk looks like. They have nice sidewalks, a little family area with, well, every neighborhood in this development. Grand Santa Fe has a little park for children to go to or family members to hang out in, to do different things. And as you can see, the houses are very similar but different. Each person has a little bit of a different setup, whether it's a gated front end or an open front end. But pretty much everyone's homes here have coverings over windows, whether they're on the first, second, haven't seen the third floor, but front and back. And it's not because it's bad here, but it's because they take security very seriously. So you'll notice that as we walk around and show you different sites, that security is a big thing here. Everyone wants to make sure that their family stays safe and that there's no issues. Now, that's even though Merida is considered the second safest city in North America. For those of you that don't realize it, Mexico is located in North America, along with the United States and Canada. As we're walking up here, you can notice that there is a guard shack with cones put out, and there's a guard there 24 hours a day. They take note of everyone that comes in and out, whether it's a food delivery, as you can see here, or a resident coming in with a parking pass. Buenos días. So as you can see, we're heading out of our gated community, or you can call it gated. And here is a thoroughfare, the main thoroughfare that runs through this part of Grand Santa Fe. Goes off that way to our right, and goes off this way to our left. So we're going to take a quick walk. It's about half a mile down to where the pharmacy is, and we're going to head down and get what we need to get. Buenos días, señora.
Buenos días.
Unlike back where I was living, which was Dunellen, Florida, you're sort of expected to say hi to the people, and you normally, I would say 9 out of 10 times, get a positive reply back. Now, I know they've said repeatedly in every video that I've seen that everyone is super friendly here in Merida or throughout Mexico. Now, I don't want to really say that they were wrong, but they were wrong. Not everyone is nice, and there's no way for that to actually happen. Taking a quick stop and showing you the little community that's right down the street from us, you can see that they're gated also, and that they have the little park there in the distance. And we'll get a look at that a little bit later. So, back to the friendliness. For the most part, people are friendly. They're happy to help, and they're happy to talk to you. So that hasn't been an issue. But we have run into a person here and there who maybe was having a bad day, maybe really didn't want to be bothered, which is understandable. It's kind of hard to be nice 100% of the time. But you can see as we're taking a walk down the avenue here that it's pretty quiet. It's lined with trees. As we're walking through, you can see homes on the right-hand side there. And everyone takes pride in their homes in this development. Well, pretty much throughout the country. Or, let me rephrase that, throughout Merida. We have found some area not as great, that the homes were a little run down, but there's a story behind that, and that also will be coming up in a future video. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and continue with what we're doing here. Buenos días. Buenos días. If you'll have noticed what happened in that interaction there, the folks coming up to us, the gentleman was not wearing his mask. And as he was getting closer to us, he put his mask on. And that's because there's a mandate here in Merida that when you're in public, regardless of being around other people, they're requiring you to wear your mask 100% of the time, which can be difficult, to be very honest with you. It's hard when you're out here and it's hot and it's humid and you're trying to move around. The mask can make things a little challenging, but you do it because it's expected. It's what the laws are here. And if you don't like it, well, it may not be the place for you to be. So if you're an anti-masker, anti-vaxxer, or think that, you can do what you want to do, this may not be the place for you to move and or visit. So if you'll notice the gentleman coming towards us here on a motorcycle, even as he rides his motorcycle, he's fully wearing his mask. You'll also see people while they're driving in their vehicles that they'll be wearing their mask, even if they're in the car by themselves. So I would say they take it very serious, and people will give you strange looks or actually mention, "Buenos días, señor." They will not say directly to you, but as they're walking past you, they'll look at you, and not knowing whether you speak Spanish or not, they will comment to the person next to them that, hey, what is their issue? It's a mandate. We all wear them, and they wear them for a reason, because they want to help their fellow countrymen. So it's kind of nice being in a place where people are more concerned about you than themselves. Now, that's not to say that that's the truth about everyone, but I found it to be more the truth than not. So, anyhow, I'm rambling on. I hope you're enjoying the view, though, because it is gorgeous out today. It's currently about 81 degrees. It's going to get up to about 93 degrees. So it's going to be a little warm. Buenos días, señor. So, as we're taking our time through here, we're going to make it to a pharmacy because we've had a little bit of an issue finding albuterol nodules for Wyatt to use in his nebulizer. And again, as I said earlier, that's one of the things you need to check before you come down here, making sure that they will have everything that you need. Buenos días. So, we've been having a bit of a struggle finding what we need. Oh, here's something neat. The way they control traffic here, and it's not only here in developments, but it's on the major streets that you find around Merida, they install these speed bumps. And there may not always be a sign that it's there. And if you take your time getting over it, you'll be okay. But if you just head straight to it and say, hey, let's Dukes of Hazzard this damn thing, your bottom will ground out and you will do some damage to your car. And for those of you who don't know who Dukes of Hazzard are, damn it, go look it up on YouTube. So, as we continue our walk, you see the traffic's picking up a bit as we get towards the intersections, and it'll get even more as we get a little further along. Here to our left, we have the big, well, it's not that big a store, but OXXO is the store here in Merida, actually throughout Mexico. You will find them in every neighborhood. You will find them everywhere. And this is the location where we will be paying our electric bill. pretty much every bill that you have to pay here in Mexico, you don't have to go to the actual website or the location itself. You just bring the account number with you or the bill with you to a convenience store, give them the information. They will go ahead and make the payment to your account, give you your receipt, and you're all set. And for those of you that don't know what Western Union is, it's a way to transfer money around. And here you will find Western Unions everywhere. So this is the place where Wyatt and I will stop on our way back to get ourselves a little Gatorade or some Powerade because it's hot. And I've lived in Florida for over 31 years, Central Florida. And I can say in the 31 years that I lived there, I haven't experienced the same heat, the intensity that I have here. So for those of you that say, I can deal with heat, I'm from Texas, I'm from Florida, I'm from Arizona. Well, damn, congratulations. But here, the heat don't care where you're from. It's going to go ahead and put some pain on you and make you pay for it in the form of sweat, which I actually appreciate because I'm trying to lose a little bit more weight. Now, I'm going to take a little detour here as we're working our way to the store and show you what they think of communities here and family. Off to our left, and I'm waiting for some folks to go by so I don't put them in the video shot, is a community park. So let's take a look. Buenos días, señoras. So as you can see here, it's something that you wouldn't expect. But as we're walking through the community, they set up these little parks with these fountains and play areas and all other kinds of just amazing things where you can go ahead and just sit real quick, catch up, grab a snack, or just enjoy the breeze that's blowing. I hope you can all see how these trees are just billowing back and forth, the palm trees, the actual trees, but it's absolutely gorgeous here. So as you can see, these fountains are doing their thing and making a nice environment for those of us that want to take a morning walk, have a seat, maybe grab a drink, catch our breath, and then continue. So I apologize if you can't get 100% of what the view is or the breeze. The breeze is absolutely amazing. Even though it's already 81 degrees, that breeze makes all the difference in the world. So we are going to continue our walk towards the pharmacy, which we actually have to head across the street, but my eye just got caught by something. Let's head over this way real quick and take a quick look at what's actually caught my attention. And I've walked past here a couple of times and have not seen this before. So just saw some steps that lead up to a little platform. Now there's no handrails, and that's the one thing I have found. Most homes here, as you go up to the second floors, have no handrails. So you have to have a good sense of balance. In our condo, townhouse, we're actually paying for the handrail to be installed to make it easier for not only us to get up and down, but for our friends start coming down here, and my mom and other folks, because we don't want to take the chance of anyone falling down the steps and getting hurt. But this is pretty neat. What do you think, Wyatt?
I think it's awesome. I've never really been in a lot of parks, but I don't really think a platform like this to look over the park is very standard.
And if my son says it's awesome, then there's a chance it's okay. Nah, it's awesome. It really is. This is pretty damn neat. Actually, let me show you these stairs as we're walking down from there. I apologize for the video. Bellowing up and down. Oh, I wish you could hear that wind in the room. That's the kind of air you pay for. So, let's keep going out of here. I apologize, the microphone was in the shot there for a second. But we wanted to make sure that we recorded this and everyone could hear exactly what was going on. So let's try to head out of the park and make our way over to the store to see if they have Wyatt's nebulizer treatment. And if not, we will continue to search until we find it. Alright, we just got done inside the pharmacy. Let me show you what this place looks like. Just back up a little. This is one of the smaller pharmacies, and thank goodness found out that that's actually an item that they do carry, but they're currently out of it. The lady was nice enough to let me take a photo of her computer screen that showed me which stores actually have it. So I will be taking an Uber over there later this afternoon, if not tomorrow, to get our hands on it so we can go ahead and make sure that we have what's needed. Let me just end this with a shot of the park and the fountains doing their things and say thank you for hanging out, because I know this has been a very long video, longer than I wanted it to be. I hope you made it to the end. If you did, thank you. And I would ask you, if you can, like and subscribe.